Welcome to the Atlas of Ideas. In this episode, we explore one of the world's most misunderstood, yet deeply influential traditions, Islam. Beyond the headlines and political noise, what makes Islam still matter to billions of people today? Islam is not a small corner of the world. It is a faith practiced by nearly 2 billion people, from Indonesia to Morocco, from Nigeria to the streets of London. It is not a single culture, but a vast mosaic of languages, customs, and histories, united by one central belief: that life finds meaning in submission to God. For many outside observers, Islam is often filtered through images of conflict or fanaticism. But for most believers, Islam is a daily rhythm of prayer, compassion, discipline, and community. The gap between media Islam and lived Islam is perhaps one of the biggest cultural misunderstandings of our time. The word Islam itself comes from the Arabic root SLM, which means peace and submission. To be Muslim is to surrender one's ego, not to give up freedom, but to align one's will with a higher moral order. In that sense, Islam is not just a religion, it's a way of seeing the world as fundamentally ordered, purposeful, and meaningful. The 5 pillars of Islam express this worldview in practice. Faith, Shahidah. Prayer, Salat. Charity, Zakat. Fasting, Sawm. And pilgrimage, Hajj. These rituals are not arbitrary, they train the soul to be disciplined, compassionate, and conscious of something greater than oneself. Islam is not only a matter of personal faith, but also of law and community. The Sharia, often misunderstood in the West, is not merely a list of rules. It is a moral framework guiding believers toward justice, honesty, and balance in both private and public life. At its heart lies the idea of the Ummah, the global community of believers, bound together by shared ethics rather than ethnicity. In history, Islam was not opposed to knowledge, it was its guardian. Between the 8th and 13th centuries, during the Islamic Golden Age, Muslim scholars preserved Greek philosophy, invented algebra, charted the stars, and laid the foundations of modern science. The very word algorithm comes from the Persian scholar Al-Khwarizmi. In art, Islam chose abstraction over imitation. Because depicting divine beings was discouraged, artists turned to geometry, calligraphy, and architecture, creating infinite patterns that reflected the infinite nature of God. From the domes of Istanbul to the tiles of Isfahan, the art itself became a form of prayer. Yet in the modern world, Islam often finds itself misunderstood or politicized. Terrorism and extremism, while condemned by the vast majority of Muslims, are still used to define the entire faith. This distortion ignores the lived reality of peaceful devotion practiced by nearly 2 billion individuals. The story of Islam and the West is not only one of conflict but also of exchange. For centuries, trade, philosophy, and science flowed between civilizations. Today, millions of Muslims live in Western societies, shaping a new hybrid identity, both faithful and modern. So, why does Islam still matter? Because it speaks to enduring human needs, belonging, purpose, humility, and order. In a fragmented, fast-paced world, its rituals remind people to pause, to give, to pray, to remember. It offers a sense that life, even in its chaos, is guided by something sacred. Faith, in the Islamic view, is not an escape from the world, it is a way of engaging with it meaningfully. Perhaps that's why, after 1,400 years, Islam continues not only to survive but to grow. It is not merely the past, it is a living lens through which millions still see hope, justice, and peace. This was the Atlas of Ideas. If knowledge expands the mind, understanding expands the heart. See you in the next episode.